MicroStrategy, formerly known as MicroStrategy, at 7,390 Bitcoin, worth 765 million, and turns around and gets smashed with a class action lawsuit. Why the hell would that happen when you purchased that much Bitcoin? Let's jump straight into this. We're going to jump straight into the XRP live chart after. If that's something you're interested in, please smash that like button. You can smash that bell notification too. Subscribe if you feel like it. Now let's jump straight into it. As you guys can see, that's what I just said with the title. Michael Saylor's strategy bagged another 7,390 Bitcoin last week, as prices rallied above 100,000 a coin, and also got hit with a class action lawsuit according to the company's latest SEC filing. So as it says here, Strategy, formerly MicroStrategy, the top corporate Bitcoin holder, acquired nearly 765 million of Bitcoin last week. The purchase came as the company faced a class action lawsuit. According to a May 19th announcement, Strategy acquired 7,390 Bitcoin for $764.9 million at an average price just under $103,500. Strategy reported a Bitcoin yield of 16.3%. Year to date, Strategy Executive Chairman Michael Saylor made his usual hint at the purchase in a May 18th post. Never short a man who buys orange ink by the barrel. He means these big blurs is when Strategy bought Bitcoin. So as you see, it's getting bigger and bigger as we started pumping into the last 2 or 3 years, and he started seriously accumulating a lot. And he accumulates in very key entry points, very interesting. And right here about the lawsuit, it says, according to a May 19 filing with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the company was also the recipient of a class action lawsuit. The suit accuses Strategy officials of having failed to represent the nature of Bitcoin investments accurately. Now, I could read all this mumble jumble right here and go down and read a little bit more. Now, I've read this whole article. I'm going to sum it up for you guys so y'all can understand. Pretty much what happened is Michael Saylor and his chief executive officer, and I believe one other chair board member, did not disclose the volatility of Bitcoin and how volatile it was before purchasing. So in a nutshell, Michael Saylor and his chief financial officer all managed to just start buying a bunch of Bitcoin. Didn't really disclose what was going to happen, what could happen. They just bought it and rode the wave. In the meantime, other chair board members are losing their mind when crypto takes a 30% drop, because that's just what it does. And that could be a good day in a bear market. So they really didn't understand, and I guess it pissed most of Strategy off. And then the SEC had an issue with it, as well as for not disclosing certain what would you say, consequences to buying Bitcoin. So that's pretty much what happened with the lawsuit. So really, it's kind of like Strategy suing themselves. But it is a violation in the Securities Act. Strategy officials are accused of violations of Section 10B of the Securities Exchange Act of 1934, as amended, and Rule 10b-5 thereunder in Section blah, blah, blah. The filing states, the lawsuit claims that the named defendants made false or misleading statements with respect to and or failed to disclose information with respect to the anticipated profitability of our Bitcoin-focused investment strategy and treasury operations, and the various risks associated with Bitcoin's volatility. So it just wasn't disclosed. That shit could get crazy. So anyway, let's jump into the XRP live chart. I got a very important update. As you guys can see right here, it looks like we're forming a head and shoulders pattern. I would not rule it out, even though we did break the neckline about right here. However, we got a nice V-shaped recovery back above it. Could be forming an immediate short-term inverse head and shoulders. Keep an eye on that. However, this head and shoulders is not out of play just yet, even though it looks like we are hitting a double bottom here off of the $2.30 resistance line. However, when it went to make the double bottom, we did not break the neckline of the W or bearish butterfly pattern. What happened was we got rejected trying to get back into this bull pennant. Now we need to get back into this bull pennant, guys. That way we can continue our boost to the upside, because that is where we're going. As of right now, it looks like inverse head and shoulder, inversed shoulder there, head here. Could be a potential third here. We're going to keep an eye on that as well. If you guys stay with me till the end, I really appreciate it. You can check out my latest stuff on the left, subscribe on the right, and until the next video, take care of yourself and each other.